Here we go. We are live. And welcome to the Sean Urban YouTube channel halftime show. I have been dying to say that forever. That's just feels so good. Pierce is here. I don't know I'm sure he'll turn his camera on in a second.
It says it's on. Give me one.
Sure. Try it again. He'll try going out, coming back in. But we are now at halftime here. We have a halftime show. I have a halftime show. This is absolutely incredible. So we are broadcasting, calling play-by-play, live game reaction, New England Patriots, Detroit Lions, where currently we are at halftime, and the Patriots are leading. The Patriots are leading 16-0. Pierce is here somewhere.
I know
he's here.
Before. I'm doing the same thing.
He's getting his camera to work. Where are the pom-poms? Rah, rah, sis boom ba. I love it. So the Patriots have had a decent game. They have once again struggled on offense, but the offense has not looked as bad as it has been. They have been making the same key mistakes. Stupid penalties. I can't hold on to the ball. I mean, Nelson Aguilar, he just needs to learn how to grab that ball. Here we go. Now we got him. So here he is. Here's Pierce. You saw him in the chat before. He's joining me here for halftime. We have got maybe just about 10 minutes. So here we go. Pierce, what is your take on the first half of this game where I actually predicted the Patriots, this score to be reversed? I expect it to be 16-0 Lions were winning. What's your take?
Ben Johnson's being way too conservative. You got two of your playmakers back. Use them. Like St. Brown didn't do a thing.
I didn't even know he was out there. I know he's back. Haven't seen him. Where's he been? I don't even think they targeted him.
Aaron Glenn is hanging on by a thread. He's getting a little more wiggle room, but I still want him fired.
They targeted St. Brown once. He made one catch for 5 yards. Has been non-existent.
Exactly.
Hawkins targeted twice. No receptions yet.
Put the ball in Goff's hands like you've been doing.
Right? So, I mean, they are definitely running the ball. And let's face it, I would say that running has been the strong suit of your offense.
It has.
It's not that your passing game has been terrible. I just think your running game has been that much stronger. Right? And
I agree, but
they're trying to use it, but it's not working. This Patriots defensive line has just been all over them. Over them.
This is not characteristic of the Lions' offensive line.
No.
Goff has been clean this whole year.
You're talking, and I was wrong. I thought it was 27 points a game. They're averaging like 35 points a game. 35 points a game. That is just absolutely mind-boggling, 35 points a game.
But the Lions have been in this hole every game this year, get down by a couple scores, make a couple plays, they're back in it.
So now going forward for the second half, what do you want to see them doing here to do something against this Patriots defense?
It's got to be St. Brown. He's your moneymaker.
Just find and now where he's back. Why not use him? I almost wonder
screens, whatever.
If maybe they're limiting me. Well, maybe they're limiting him if he's coming back from injury. Maybe they got him on like a snap count. So maybe we'll see more of him in the second half.
And don't forget,
next week
is our bye.
Oh, and next week's your bye week. So it could very well be that they are limiting him to a snap count. So maybe we will see him in the second half where they use him a little bit more. So if they say, hey, we're going to limit him to 20 snaps. You know, he's only done 5 or 6 in the first half. Maybe you'll get 10 or 15 out of him in the second half.
That's what I'm hoping.
Where they actually throw him the ball.
That's what I'm hoping. Jet sweeps, bubble screens, find ways to get the ball in his hands.
And I mean, from a fantasy perspective, I'm glad that Williams is getting the ball, but Reynolds has actually done quite incredible. He had a 19-yard run in that first half. So
honestly, he is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He is like 4 carries. His longest was 19. So his first 3 carries got mitigated probably with loss of yards, right?
Yeah.
But he had a 19-yarder, man. Why are we not giving that? Why are you guys not giving that dude the ball a little bit more?
Beats me. Ben Johnson, I don't know what he's doing this game, but yeah, Goff's resurgence with us started midway through last year when Reynolds came over, because he was the only guy he knew from his days with the Rams. It was just a spark plug he needed, when last year he had literally nothing.
Right? So now I think when you look at the Patriots side of the ball, Bailey Zappi's been actually pretty good.
It's been solid.
I think, listen, he is literally fresh out of he graduated from college like 6 months ago.
Yep.
So he's got a decent arm. It's not terrible. I think it's a little underpowered. His accuracy is not really NFL level accuracy. You can still see he's kind of got that college accuracy. I will say, as a note of like, hey, things are turning around, like maybe even a high point, is that whoever designed the game plan, and I highly doubt it was Matt Patricia this week, but whoever designed the plays really plays to Zappi's strengths. They have made him look good. The plays have made him look good. It could have been. It may have been Joe Judge. Oh, by the way, another failed head coach. Just throwing that out there. Okay. But at least Joe Judge has a closer skill set to an offense. Matt Patricia's defensive guy. Joe Judge, special teams. Both failed head coaches, right? But I feel like at least if you had to pick between the two, you got to pick Joe Judge.
Oh, without a doubt.
He's worked with guys that are skilled ball handlers. So,
and he also
the play calling's been good.
The locker room after a year.
You're right.
They were not popping champagne in New York after year one to get away from him.
And so now I think Nelson Aguilar, man, I don't know what they're going to do. He's if he's back out there in the second half, I'm going to be like, what? He cannot hold on to a ball. This has been a problem for him all year. It's repetitive. It's still going now. In that, they are they throw him the ball and he can't hold on to it. He's either catching it and fumbling it, or like we saw in the first half, it's bouncing out of his hands and he's making turnovers.
Exactly.
So they need to solve that problem. But I am impressed with the tandem of Stevenson and Harris in that backfield. They are running the ball just as I thought they would. They are using Stevenson a little bit more. He had a 49-yard run, which was his longest run.
One play, the Lions' defensive lines actually held up.
So I am shocked because their run defense has been terrible for the most part. Right. So to have them really stand up against the Patriots' run, which has been by far the strongest point of their offense, is actually kind of impressive. I
agree.
Yeah, for sure. So I would think from the Patriots' perspective in the second half, you want to get more short plays to like Stevenson in the flat or Hunter Henry that's either on some sort of seam route or a 10-yard like crossing route over the middle. That seems to be where Zappi's comfortable, which isn't surprising. That's where a lot of rookie quarterbacks are comfortable as they're getting used to the NFL. Exactly. So they need to do that a little bit more. And I think we'll have ourselves a pretty good second half.
I agree.
At least as a Patriots fan, they need to like capitalize on the momentum they got and keep it going.
And the Lions, just Jared Goff, do your thing. Do not limit Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, do your thing.
Do not limit him.
Not at all. They shouldn't. They better not. Not if they want to have a chance.
Look at the last 4 games. I mean, his numbers are right there with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Right. I mean, he doesn't – I would not argue that he is – Jared Goff has a great arm. He's pretty accurate. I think what happens is when you get these Belichickian defenses that give you such a weird look that when you snap the ball, you're like, oh, I didn't expect that to happen. And then you get somebody like Matthew Judon coming in from your blind side.
That's true.
That's a recipe for disaster. So I think what's happening now is part of it is Jared Goff, I think, is a little skittish because I think he fears his blind side is not as well protected as he needs it to be the Jared Goff that you know. And I
Which
think
is
that's
weird because
playing
Taylor
into it.
Decker is one of the best left tackles in the league.
All right? Yes. So what does that tell you? That's how good Matt Judon is. He's probably, in my opinion, and I said this since we picked him up, he's probably the best defensive player we have.
Oh, by far, not even close.
You know? And so what else helps this week is the Patriots this week signed Jamie Collins back to the linebacker position, which is awesome.
Another horrible Bob Quinn contract.
Jamie Collins was great when he was here before.
Is Trey Flowers back yet?
Yeah, right? Let's bring him. Man, we're getting the band back together, going on the road.
Take them.
Take them. Says take them.
Get them off my payroll. They're still there.
All right. Hey, listen, the teams are back on the field. This has been the halftime show. There's Pierce. Thanks for joining me here. We will see you all back in the chat. Make sure you head on over, and we are going to get rolling with second half action right now. We'll see you all over there.